How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am MoltStalker25, and today I'm bringing you guys another new action figure review on the World of Halo Series 1 Master Chief. This is my first time getting a World of Halo figure, so I'm just now jumping into the line to see what it's all about, see if I like it, because there's a lot of new stuff coming out, and with the release of Halo Infinite, there should be more stuff. I don't know how this line is doing. This is a $10 figure. I did get it at Target for like $3 on clearance, so I hope they're selling well because this is a pretty cool figure. A little bit of first thoughts on it. I like it. I think it's cool. I think I like the Spartan Collection 6.5-inch line just a little bit more, but this guy is still pretty sweet if you do like collecting the 3 3/4, 4-inch scale of figures. So, really quick, getting into him. This guy has probably been released for quite some time, but like I said, this is just my original time picking him up. I did also find the newly released Mantis, so I will be doing a review on that. Whether that comes before or after this, I don't really know. I will show it in this video, but getting into the figure, first things first, we'll look at his accessories, what he comes with, and what he comes with is the assault rifle. This is the newer model, kind of based off the Halo Reach model originally, but it is in a cool like greenish gray plastic. It looks a little bit more greeny on camera than it does in person. It is very bendable. It's got nice grayish black paint decals on it. One little bummer that I've noticed so far with it is I don't think you could really notice it right now, but the Master Chief's hand does kind of like rub off on it. So like if you look at Chief's, I noticed at one point the fingers looked a little bit like, you can't really tell, but they had looked a little bit worn at one point. But yeah, so that's the one accessory he comes with. He does come with the one weapon. So I just say that there's no extra content or no extra accessories with the figure, which is not entirely true. I completely forgot about this while recording the video. You do get this little like very basic like hexagon base that's got like little snap points, so you could like snap it into another base for like the World of Halo stuff. It's got little peg holes at the bottom of Chief's feet, and he can also like slot into this, and you could use the base to like display him on. Forgot about that. And then you get the extra in-game contents for Halo Infinite as well. Forgot about that in the review. Figured I'd throw it in right here and just let you know there is extra stuff. No other accessories, but there is extra content with the figure. So just wanted to add that in here. It would have been nice if you came with something else, but being $10, I guess is not bad for something like this, because I mean Star Wars is like 13 for theirs, and they have very similar articulation, I believe, and they're smaller and usually come with like the one accessory as well. So Master Chief, really quick before we get into articulation, and before I forget, let me do a height check on him. Master Chief does stand right about 4.5 inches tall, a little bit above it, so pretty good height, not bad. A little bit taller than the Star Wars figures, but we'll get into that in the size comparisons. So getting a look at his articulation, he does have, his head does move up that far. You can get it down that much. You can bury the head fully. He does have, not really much tilt. You can get a little tilt out of him, not very much. You can completely turn it around. Well, no, he only gets that far to the sides. Does get the full 360 on the elbows. Arms do move up that far. No bicep cut in there. Does have a single jointed elbow that does get up that far. It does rotate, can do a full 360 there. Wrists do rotate, and they do have a hinge in there. This is an up-down hinge on this side, and what is this one? Also an up-down hinge. So both hinges. No waist only thing you do is you get is here is the diaphragm. There's no waist articulation. He can crutch forward like that much, and he does get let's see how much back he gets. a little bit back. Otherwise, he'll just probably pop out of the, yeah, pop out of there. So let's put them back together. There we go. So can turn them that far to the side. So not very much. Don't get a ton of range, but you get a bit. I don't know if I'd recommend doing that because it does feel a little bit looser once you pop them open a little bit. So let's see the legs. So the legs do go up that much and then back that much. So not bad. He does have a upper thigh cut. Does have double jointed knees, which is pretty nice. They do get that much, and yep, can kick his own butt if you squeeze him back a little bit. And then ankle pivot does got that side to side and can go forward that much, very nice, and back that much. So pretty good. Let's do some size comparisons on him. Actually, let's do a little bit of a closer look at Chief since we didn't really look at him. He does have the 117 decal on the chest, which is very nice. Nice silver paint apps, nice silver dry brushing on there, and then the black like burn mark, scorch mark. The visor's pretty good. He does have some, I think there's some dry brushing on the visor. Can't really tell. Yeah, there's some dry brushing, some silver dry brushing on there. Same thing with the arms. The back does have some scuffs and burns, and got the whole logo right there. Some dry brushing on the butt. But yeah, paintwork is very nice on Chief, I will say that. Chief does have some very nice paint. I like the decals on him. So let's get into some size comparisons with him. So here he is next to a, let's look at some other 3 3/4, 4-inch lines. Here he is next to a Star Wars old Phase 2 clone trooper. I don't know when this one's from. And another figure that I need to review at some point. But here he is next to a Joy Toy pilot. I had initially bought this hoping that it would scale well. All three of these would scale well together. I was horribly wrong. This is not a good scale. This scales better, a little bit better than that does. I feel like this is just, the Joy Toys are really nice, but they fit together with themselves really well, and I don't think they fit well here. Now, there might be another form of Joy Toy that works better, but this one from the one mech suit that I bought doesn't really scale well here. And let's look at them next to some other Chiefs really quick. Here he is actually next to some other... Actually, we'll do Chiefs first. So here he is next to a Mega Construx Halo Master Chief. A old, I believe this is McFarlane line Master Chief. So this is a Halo 3 one. We have the Halo Infinite one right here. And this is a Halo Infinite Mega Construx. I'm just knocking stuff all over the place. So we got a couple different scales here and a buildable figure, but also in its own scale. And then we have the Joy Toys Jazwares Halo Spartan Collection Master Chief, and pretty drastic change up in heights here. Now I am a big Mega Construx collector, so the old McFarlane stuff isn't bad. I don't think it has the best articulation personally. They get in one pose and then they look pretty good. Just on the shelf, and I like this one. He could pose up relatively okay. I wish the elbows were double jointed to get a little bit better of poses with the gun, personally in hand, but since I have such a large amount of Mega Constructs, I think that's going to be what I stick with when it comes to like the army building and the displays and the dioramas and stuff like that, because I have so much of it that I could do more with it, and it's smaller and buildable and stuff like that. Personally, I do like the 3 3 or the 4-inch, 4.5-inch line with the World of Halo stuff though, because it can be easily stored because it is smaller. The old McFarlane though, not really so much. I much prefer this new line here, but this isn't bad for being a first time getting into the 4-inch line. I really do like this figure. Now let's look at a couple other last size comparisons with him. So here he is next to the, I want to say this came with the Ghost, the Banished Ghost. It is a Elite Warlord. I thought it was like a general or something armor at first, and then here he is next to the, I think this is an EVA Spartan that comes with the Mantis. So he scales up and sizes up pretty well next to them. Let's take them out, And last couple size comparisons. Here he is next to that banished ghost. So if you don't have any vehicles and you think about getting some vehicles, here's what he looks like next to that. Pretty good, I say. I mean, Ghost might be a tiny bit big, but I think that works. If you want to sit him in there, here's what he looks like sitting in the Ghost. So, not bad. And then, lastly, here he is next to the brand new, just revealed and just released World of Halo 4-inch line Mantis. So this thing's a monster. Whether this came out first or last, I don't know how I'm gonna do these videos. What's gonna come out before what? But yeah. So here he is next to the Mantis, and already you could see this thing is towering over him. There it is. And yeah, the Mantis makes Chief look very little, but honestly the Mantis is a very big vehicle in game, so I think that works perfectly. I think the Mantis is scaled very well. But this isn't a Mantis review, this is about Chief, and yeah, Chief is awesome. He's really cool. I really like him. Would there be any more accessories I would have included with him? Maybe an extra gun. Only other thing I'd really want, if you could somehow work in double jointed elbows on these 3 3/4 inch, well, 4-inch figures, that would be something I would appreciate. Other than that, Chief could get in the really cool little dynamic poses here with him, and he's really nice, but it's kind of falling over because I don't have his ankles put together right. But yeah. Let's put him back a little further on the actual harder surface. There he is. Pretty good. He's just gonna keep falling. There we go. Got him bounced. But yeah. Chief's awesome. I really like him. If you haven't gotten to the World of Halo line already, I do highly recommend it. If this is something that is a little bit more appealing than the 6.5-inch figures, personally I like the 6.5-inch figures a bit more, but honestly, if I wasn't like really deep into the Mega Constructs already, I think this would be something that I would get into, because I feel like dioramas with these figures will look very cool. You could get them in some pretty decent poses and everything, and I want to see this line continue. I hope that they put the like elites and other stuff into the Spartan collection and they expand it more than just the Spartan collection. But for what this is, I mean, I've been dying to get into it since I've been seeing what the brutes and the elites and stuff look like, so I was really looking forward to it. So yeah, he's awesome. If you could pick him up right now at Target, I believe they're on clearance, so if you could get him for under 10 bucks, he's a great figure. Even for 10 bucks, I think he's a good deal and a good figure. Other than that though, I have been Wolfstalker25. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. It is a little bit different. It is a different scale than what I'm used to, and everything like that. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If this is your first time here and you are here for the 4-inch line of stuff, hopefully you do enjoy the 6-inch line of content. I will try and do the more 4-inch stuff at some points in time when I can. I do have some other World of Halo stuff to review. As you've seen, the Ghost and the Mantis, whether this came before or after them, I don't know, or if it comes the same day. And yeah, hopefully you'd enjoy it. If this is your first time here in general, though, and you haven't already, I would appreciate a subscribe down below. It does help me out a ton and lets me know you guys enjoy the videos, and it keeps you guys up to date as well. Also, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead, leave me a like down below if you did enjoy the video, and let me know what your opinion is on in the comments. Let me know what your opinion is on the World of Halo line. Is it something you're into? Is it something you haven't got into yet? Is it something you want to dive into at all? Or, you know, what? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.